pulling up my tax file system here. I'm mocking it up to be like it's on a phone, but it's really on a computer. So this is what I've got going on here. And it is synced to the cloud, but it's also stored down to the computer as well. So I have a bunch of older ones too over here, and these, I mean, we go back a long ways. So very likely I will move these off of the computer in order to save space. This is the previous 7 years. I do believe they can go further back if they want to, but it's very uncommon to go further back. These are the 2 years that I'm dealing with right now. This is the one that I finished in January. Hadn't done the support documents until now. So our lovely tax day is coming up next week, and I just wanted to show people what I do to organize my taxes digitally. And then I really only keep 4 years printed. The past documents, I leave them in the electronic file. Only if I were to be audited, I could put it all on a thumb drive. This is the document that I filed. It's all the official forms. This is, so we have state and we have feds, and then I can't really remember what that thing is. This is the estimated tax payment forms. So we're about to have to file those. And in here, you can see all the support documents. Now I have a lot in here, and that is because I have to do a Schedule C. So my business is a sole proprietor business, and therefore it shows up on the one income tax form. We have a zipped file of mileage logs, which I recorded using the Rocketbook short, which you can see elsewhere. I also have pulled down some Roth contribution data from my financial service. I have the PayPal invoices and the Square sales report. So this is all of the profit that the business made. Sometimes it can show up in other places too. Like if somebody books me directly through Thumbtack, I would have to print out a Thumbtack um, file too, but this year they didn't. It was just PayPal and Square. So that covers all of my income. This is all of the checks together. So this is proof of the physical checks. The check number will line up in the Square data, but not in this summary report. And then we have different summaries of receipts essentially. So I had an ATM withdrawal for a contractor. We have client supplies purchases, office supplies, parking fees, reimbursement from a client, Container Store orders. So this is actually like everything that I ordered from the Container Store in 2024 with links to the specific order. So this is essentially the receipts. So we actually do have the receipts up here for the ones that are business related in the client supplies, this one. So I left them in separate categories because they apply in different areas. We also have the tax property tax assessments and use calculation. So on there I've wrote down the size of the office compared to the size of the building, the value against the building, all of that. So that's how they determine that percentage that then applies to the, where is that at here? It applies to all the utility categories. So I have two forms in here, one being my personal account and categorizing everything business related or utility related, and then also the business account breakdown. So these are just summary sheets that I use to actually do my taxes with, and that's what's stored in there. And I can always come up with the actual account data. It's stored elsewhere, but this is pretty much what I keep for backup on taxes. And it is mostly all digital to begin with, and so I just aim to keep it digital, and we add in things like the mileage log, as well as the checks, so they're scanned there. And receipts we scan in. Some of them, they were electronic to begin with, so yeah, this is the method that I use. And then I keep the main documents out here. So all support goes into the subfolder. And then each year here. And we're kicking older ones that shouldn't be relevant back into the older file, which I'll probably pull off. And then have that on the mirrored hard drive. So that's essentially one of the ways that we save space is kick older ones off. And I do right now have all of them except for the ones I just updated in the mirrored hard drive, this computer's hard drive, and the OneDrive space. So it's a little over backed up at the moment, but that's what I do to ensure that I am covered for tax season or if an auditor wants to look at my files. That's what it looks like. And so you just scan in your W-2s. This one's not separated out yet, but here's a W-2. We also got for the state level, they did an amended file and didn't really clarify what I did wrong, but I did something wrong. I hope this is helpful for you, and let me know if you want to know more.